I said, yeah, my grandfather fought in World War II. And she goes, oh, on what side? Well, yeah, when I was like, actually, that's a fucked up story. When I was in, I think like third, fourth grade, we were all like, the teacher was like, oh, we're gonna like talk about people's heritage. And they were like, Billy, what's your last name? He's like, my name's Billy Williams. She's like, Williams, that's English or something. Or, she was going through like everyone, and then she's like, what's your name, Steven? What's your last name? My name's Eichenhofer. Eichenhofer, that's German. And I was like, yes, ma'am, it is. And then she's like, oh, well, And then I said, yeah, my grandfather fought in World War II. And she goes, oh, on what side? And I'm like, what? What do you mean, what side? And what? She's like, what was he on? Then she's like, pretty much just called my grandfather a Nazi. And then I was like, now that I think about it, I mean, I was devastated. Like, I went home crying. And I was like, Daddy, Mommy, Daddy, is Grandpa a Nazi? And, like, looking back on him, I don't know. I don't like my voice. But anyway, so my grandfather, to clarify, was not a Nazi. I do make a lot of my grandfather was a Nazi joke. And I think about it, I'm like, would I ever admit that my grandfather was a Nazi or even bring it up? No, I joke about my grandfather being Nazi all the time. It's weird what like gets you upset as a kid. Like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, now that shit don't bother me.